question people ask me all the time, do you sumo or?
Is sumo cheating?
I never did sumo. You guys, at my age, I feel I'm like when I was his age. I literally have no restrictions, no joint pain. I don't get up every morning and say, oh, I'm getting out of bed. Like I jump out of bed like, okay, I'm gonna do the stairs or do my cardio and I'm gonna train today. I did it from 18. I started training on my 18th birthday. And
that's when you started training actually?
On my 18th birthday, August 3rd, 1991.
Were you always like really like muscular?
I was an athlete.
Yeah.
So I played football, I did track, I was a discus shot putter.
Yeah.
I was a fullback defensive tackle in football. I was very athletic.
You guys lift a little bit in football?
So we walked around with weights, but we had no one knew anything.
Yeah,
like we benched and we squatted.
Yeah.
So we would have like a power competition every, like our sophomore and junior year, senior year,
Yep.
where we traveled to all the schools we were gonna compete against. We were in a regional high school, and I would beat everyone in the squat and the deadlift.
Yeah.
I was always the strongest. I was the most muscular, fastest kid. And then eventually, you know, I loved bodybuilding from the age of 12, but I didn't know anything about it. I started reading books and I said, I'm gonna join the gym. I saved up $300 at 18 and joined the gym my 18th birthday, and I started the journey. Became teenage national champion 19.
So 1 year you became teenage national champion?
Yeah, year and a half.
Wow.
So when did you know, like, all right, I can make it in this industry? Like,
After I won teen nationals. Because after a year and a half of training, I was the best teenager in the country. You know, okay, I got something that, you know what I mean? You're competing against everyone in the US, you know? All right, let's go. Practicing every day, right?
Yep. Now I am, especially. I wasn't before, but now I'm like a couple times a day. Like even before bed.
Yeah, so when I would go through my bodybuilding stuff, I would do 3 rounds, so at least 30 minutes a day, you know? Quarter, because we had quarter turns too, and then we had the posing stuff, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad even like in my off season, I was still sending like my posing updates to Alex and stuff like that. A lot of people just, they stopped posing in the off season, but I was like, you know, posing at 240 pounds, posing at, you know, but now trying to go every single day.
So how are you standing when you're in the lineup?
So
if they pull you on the side, say if you're standing on the side right now.
on the side,
Yeah.
I would either do, so I'm trying to figure out what I like best, the hand on the hip or just both arms out, because I feel like this is a pretty dominant pose for me with just both arms.
Yeah. So the guys, I think the stockier guys stand like this, right?
Yeah.
Like the full pecs and.
It depends. If you have like a really small waist, sometimes they'll do this to show like how wide the shoulders and lats are. But like last year, what I did was I always had one hand on hip like this, which kind of allows me to like push like this, this in, make it look a little more tapered.
Yeah.
So I like doing that. So I'll be like, that's like the primary front pose would be like.
Yeah, good.
That.
Yeah, it's just the midsection is so important for you guys, so it's like can't let up that midsection, right? Good.
And then also like this.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of width.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how to keep my lats out and then just really push those shoulders.
Well, it looks good the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just your breathing, being able to breathe through the sitting on the abs, you know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. So I'm just working through, like I think the way I want to do is I want to start off with my front pose, like in my routine, hand on
Let me see.
And then when I come back around, I come back with both hands out. So it kind of show a little bit of both.
All right, so let me see, you're coming from side stage,
So
okay?
coming from right side of the stage.
So, okay, ready?
Like this. You're like,
Yeah, good. Lock it in, good. Good. Back pose. Good. That's it, nice and wide, good. Good, midsection, good, perfect, yeah. Nice and tight, all through those quarters. Good.
So I feel like that feels pretty good. I gotta start doing it like without a mirror too, and like.
Well, that's what you do. You get the mirror and you know what I would honestly do is I would kind of get, like if I was to do a double bicep, I take, once I close my eyes after a while to make sure that I've got that position.
Yeah.
And then you take the mirrors away, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the mirror's good at first to at least see, okay, I tighten there, that looks best.
Yeah, your transitions are everything. So, you know, from the time you're here to this, you know, everything's tight, right? And you're doing your little transition, then you're locking it in. Ooh.
Yeah. And
You know,
Alex
and
was
then
telling me
come
when we're doing comparisons and stuff like that, he was saying, make sure if we're flipping to the back pose, I try and get that back pose up like right away. Be like one of the first
Be first
guys,
ones into the pose,
first
lock,
one into the pose, so the judges can just see, boom, right there, you know. And
I mean, I know you want to show the detail, right? This is what you're showing this.
Yep. But
right?
that's more so for like the individual routine.
Of course.
Right.
So take so this is a comparison round. Okay, you're out there. So they bring you out for your comparison. So do the quarter with the comparison.
Yeah.
So minus the detail stuff that you, okay. Back pose.
Say back pose. So I go.
Good. Set it in. Lock it in. Good.
And they say back to the front.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, so important, this detail right here.
Right there. Yeah.
That's your shit right there. You know when that's locked, bro, you got it. That's your pose.
Now what I was thinking about too is, because the judges are gonna be kind of down below me, should I be just slightly pushing myself forward?
Yeah, it depends. You know, like this is why I always told people, like, you know, for bodybuilding, you know, when guys, because they'll tend to do this. This is how they'll do their back double bicep. But you got to remember the judges, so we have to really lean back because you want to create that. You know, I mean.
Right, because even on my back pose, I'm not doing back double bi, but I'm trying to.
Yes, of course, you want to pop up because the taper is gonna. You remember they're looking from, even if they're sitting, they are definitely a little lower, but the distance might be So they're still looking at you like that, right?
Right.
So let me see the let me see from here
So
now.
even
This
from,
different.
like, if I'm doing front pose, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So you're down a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Because it's going to show a little more taper that way, you know. Good.
I think that's a good pose.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
Honestly, I mean, this is
Yeah.
good too. But the only issue with sometimes with hand on hip is I kind of tend to flex my chest.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that and flatten your shoulders down. You know what I mean? Because if you do too much squeezing, it's gonna lose. You're gonna lose the taper a little bit.
I don't want to lose my chest either. You know, I don't want to tighten my chest.
And you're gonna be so dry. Remember, your conditioning's gonna be. You won't have to try as hard to get the conditioning because you're gonna be that much dried out.
Take water out. And
Yeah.
stuff like that,
So, all right. So let me see your.
So here's hand on hip.
Yeah.
So if I'm like.
Okay. So. Okay, good. Back pose. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Good.
I think that's a good one. I like that at the end. I just have to make sure what I need to keep working on is I don't want to close myself up like this. I gotta stay open here.
Yeah. But you know, the thing is you're going to be so much wider as you get more mature.
Yeah.
You know, your width is just, that's what it's everything in men's physique, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like right now, your delts obviously have a good, it's just more width thickness, like more width, you know?
I can at least kind of hold my own with the delts in the back.
Yeah.
Which is good. And I think even right now, like I feel kind of flat, like just like a little bit. So.
Well, you've only had one meal, dude. It's already 3 in the afternoon, you know?
So I think Alex wants to carve me up a little bit harder this time.
Yeah.
For the show, so I think that'll be good.
You figure you only have a week left because
Yeah.
the last week is manipulation, right? So this is like, you know what I mean? You only have a week of.
I got a week and a half till my peak week check-in.
Okay.
So a week and a half on Friday. It'll be okay. This is peak week check-in.
Is it October 1st the show or?
September 30th.
Okay,
Friday.
yeah, same.
It's
Yeah.
on a Friday, so yeah, it's we're almost there. You know what I mean? It's like right there.
Yeah.
Because I'll be on stage at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or whatever. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we're looking like.
All these physique guys want to hit the poses, man. They all want to venture into the bodybuilding.
And I had a good. I know you don't like the term bulk, but I had a pretty good off season this year, so I was excited about that.
It's all right. New terminology. It's all right.
Yeah, Greg, you said
Bulking
it's like
season.
either, man.
Oh, really? It's the same.
He's always saying main gaining is what he says.
Okay.
That's his,
Everyone has their terms.
That's his term.